this right away. All right, guys. So I'm excited. So last night, so this is day 2. Yesterday was about vision, manifesting, and it really sets the tone of why we're even pushing in the first place, right? But tonight is all about the logistics. I like to say it's like the meat and potatoes. Like, you have the vision, you're like, okay, I'm good there. But then it's like, how do I make this a reality? Which is why we kind of named Dreams to Reality, because it's really just that. And I love I love Taryn for this. She's gonna do all the talking for this, you guys. And I want you guys to know first a couple things. This is being recorded. So I want you guys, as much as you guys can just like listen and watch what she's doing. And it's not complicated what she's gonna show you. But I think when you visually see it, the rest will come and you guys will understand the boards that you guys will get. We'll go over all the logistics and know that you're going to get all the scripts. So don't worry that you have to copy it, screenshot it, do all the things, because we already have all that for you. But the way that this flows is, I think, the magic in it. And I think some of you, I'm gonna set this, just hear me out. Some of you may hear what she says and you're like, yeah, okay, like, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay. But I really want you guys to take it in, because I was kind of the same. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do that. But I'm telling you, when you see this method and you see how simple it can be, it really does work, you guys. And so we're excited to kind of share numbers with you, share this method with you. So we're gonna dive right into it. Taryn, I'm gonna make you host. Where are you at? There you are. Make host. So in case you need to share your screen.
Okay, and then I just realized I gotta go grab my notebook. I thought I had it, but I set it on the microwave, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick.
Yeah, no worries. So she's gonna go over the actual method. This isn't necessarily training you guys on what Host to Post is. Obviously, we understand, everyone on here should understand what Host to Post is, but this method that she's gonna show you, you guys, is basically kind of how to really just maximize the time spent on social media and have it work for you. It's been amazing. We've actually tracked it, which we're excited about to share with you guys so you guys can see it, especially from 2 different people. I think it's helpful to kind of understand, okay, well, what is the ratio? Like, how is this going to look? So go ahead, Taryn. We are ready for you.
Okay, hi guys. I'm so excited for this. So proud of all of you guys who were on last night and showed up again tonight. If you missed last night and you're getting on tonight's, because I know that sometimes that can happen, make sure you go back and watch last night, because they really do work so well hand in hand together. So here, baby, take that. Sorry, my husband will be home soon to be with Ashton, but I'm kind of balancing act right now. Okay, you guys. So here's the thing. I think it's so funny. Tavia said that she sorry, I thought you were saying you couldn't hear me, like turn it up to level 10. I was like, oh shoot, my volume. I saw chat level 10. Okay. Yes. When I talked to Tavia about this, I was like, hey, listen. So here's the thing, you guys, I love Host to Post. Okay. And I know not everybody feels that way about it. Okay. And that's okay if you don't feel that way about it. But I do think that you are missing out on a lot of business if you are not doing Host to Post. And there are plenty of people, if you love Host to Post, you guys, I don't want you guys to feel like you have to stress yourself out about, I have to do Host to Post and I have to do TikTok and I have to do Instagram and I have to do Reels, because that can be very overwhelming as well. We have a lot of people who've made it to the top of the company just through Facebook. And really, I feel like if you're working Facebook, you're probably really, really focused on Host to Post. So if you're not a Host to Post person, that's okay. But I do ask that you give this a chance, because I'm going to show you how to make Host to Post work very quickly in your day so that you're not having to spend tons and tons of time on Host to Post. So I feel like there's a lot of trainings out there about Host to Post. And so I told Tavia, what I was having happen for me is it was just like, there was like this method and this method and that way and that way. And I started shifting, trying to what did I do, guys? I took my blinders off and I started trying to be like everybody else. And, oh, well, this is working. And I'm not saying not to implement things that you hear that are working, but if it starts to become something that is stressful for you, then you're doing the wrong thing. Okay. So you have to like step back and reassess. And so I was trying to do all these things and my numbers were dropping. Like I wasn't enrolling as many people as I used to. And I'm generally like a mass customer enroller. And so my customer numbers were like, I was like, what the heck is going on? Like I'm not enrolling as much. And I realized I was just getting too distracted with what everybody else was saying to do. And I wasn't doing what works for me. And so I stepped back and I said, okay, I also know that I have to evolve, okay, because this business does evolve and you have to kind of switch. Definitely not how I worked it 5 years ago, right? So you have to change as things go, but you have to find what works for you and what fits for you. And so I kind of looked and said, okay, I can pull this and I can pull this and I can do what's going to work best for me. So what I'm going to show you guys is what's been working really, really well for me. As I saw it working well, I messaged Tavia and I said, hey, I'm doing this. This is how it's going for me. Cause I know that Tavia's not like, Tavia has a love-hate relationship with Post to Post. Are you guys having a hard time hearing me or is that just Mandy? Okay. Sorry, Mandy. I think it's just you, girl. So basically you guys, like Tavia said, listen, this is recorded. Okay. And we have a board for you as well that we put together. So you guys are going to get that board also. As you guys listen to what I'm saying, if you have questions, please put them in the chat. Okay. Cause I want to make sure that everyone understands, but it's very, very simple and it's going to sound overwhelming for 1 second, but I promise you, like once I explain it, it's going to be like, oh, okay, I can do this. Okay. So basically you guys, what I started doing was, we know that we need to expand our network every single day, right? Like when we do product host to post, it's great, but let's be honest. Sometimes our product host to post can get no comments. Sometimes they might get 1 or 2. Like I'm excited if my product host to post gets 5+ comments, right? And so like just doing simple math, if I do 10 host to post a day, and what I was mainly before was focusing on was just product host to post, even if each of those 10 gets 2 comments, which the average was probably less than that, I'm going to get like 20 new potentials. Okay. But out of that, I'm not going to get as many people signing up. And so all I got is 20 new people to my page that day. And they've already, a lot of times you talk to them about the product and then they like decide they don't want to do it and they unfriend you. And so in all reality, I was maybe adding 10 new people a day, which is still good. You know, by the end of the month, that's 300 new friends. But if you want massive results, you have to put in massive action. So what I started doing was every post that I give somebody is a giveaway post. Okay. But let's be honest. We all know, we all do the giveaway post on our page, right? Like, hey, I know I'm going to use our gas and groceries as an example because our teams came together on that this month. So you guys are doing the same giveaway that we're doing. So if I were to put up a post and say, you know, I'm helping 2 people pay for gas and groceries on my page, right? Drop an emoji for an entry. Bye, baby. I know sometimes you might get 20 comments. Sometimes you might have it blow up and get 150. But even if it gets 150, generally those are all the same people that have been commenting on your posts anyways. And so it's the same stinking people. I call them my serial host of posters, right? Like every time I post, hey, you have to let mommy talk, okay? Every time I post, they're in there trying to do a post for me, right? And it kind of gets to the point and it's like, okay, listen, you've posted gummies, coffee, TFX, like you posted all the things for me and I don't know what to do. So yes, frequent flyers. I love that. Hey, you gotta get down so mommy can talk. Okay. So what I started doing is you can start it out if you want with a giveaway post. Sorry guys. You want to come here? Okay, but you have to be quiet. Okay. Can you be quiet for mommy? Can you be quiet? But honestly, you guys, this is the thing. I didn't want the same people. And so what I decided to do was go to my friends list. Okay. And right now somebody just got a little bit nervous when I said that. And they're like, I don't want to go to my friends list. Okay. You have to go to your friends list. Okay. So I went to my friends list and you can actually sort your friends list alphabetically. So I will be honest, I'm not real good with knowing how to do it on like a desktop, but on your phone, if you go to your profile,
You want me to share my
if you go to your
as you're
profile,
talking?
and then, I don't know how to share my phone screen on here.
I can share mine while you're talking if you want.
Yes, yeah, if you want to do that, Tavia, since you can do that, that'd be awesome. You want the bag of chips? So on your phone, you guys, if you go to your profile, so on mine, you know, like I have the little menu button down at the bottom right corner. I click, let me pull up my phone so that I know I'm saying the right thing. So when you go to your profile, shoot.
Can you guys see my phone?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so see how Tavia's on her profile. If you scroll down a little bit, it shows your friends, right? You're gonna click see all friends. So now it shows all and they're all organized alphabetically. Okay, so I literally start at A and I go to the very first person that's listed there. And so when I go to their profile, I'm gonna click on them. And then do you want to click on just someone? Okay, perfect. And then I scroll down to like their first 2 posts. And I see, have they posted recently? If they have not posted within the last 3 months, I unfriend them because they're not active on social media. Odds are they're not seeing what I'm posting. And you know, you guys, listen, I know I'm going to get the question, well, what if it's somebody that I've been friends with for a long time? You absolutely use your judgment. Okay. If it's somebody I've been friends with for a long time, I'm not going to unfriend them. If it's somebody that I have a relationship with outside of Facebook. But at the end of the day, the way that I view this is a business. My social media is my business. And so when I'm doing things on social media, I'm looking at it from a business standpoint versus, oh, well, I feel bad because I've been friends with this lady since 2017. Well, I've been friends with her since 2017 and she's not tried my product. She hasn't asked questions about the business and she hasn't posted for me. From a business standpoint, why am I still friends with her? Unless you're hyping all the pictures of my kids and you're telling me that you love everything that you see that I'm posting, like there's no reason. So I check and see, did they post within the last 3 months? If they have not posted within the last 3 months, I unfriend them. Okay. Get them off your friends list. It's going to help to reset your algorithm, guys. When you unfriend like that, it helps to reset that algorithm. So unfriend. The next thing I do is I click on message, and you don't have to, Tavia, because I don't know what you got in your messenger if you don't want to. So I click on message. You can see Tavia just messaged them. And I look, guys, if I have had like 5 messages that I've sent to them unanswered, I'm done. Okay. I'm going to unfriend them, clean it up. And I know that for some of you guys, it's kind of like a panic mode. It's like, oh gosh, like I might be unfriending a lot of people. Yes, you are. But I love, Pam has always given this example. If you clean out your closet, right, you go through and you get like rid of all your old clothes. What happens? You fill it right back up with all the new ones, right? Like, and it's the same thing. You're going to do the same thing. Okay. So go through, make sure that you unfriend number 1. If you know, if any of those 2 things happens. Now, if they've posted within the last 3 months and maybe I messaged them last month about a product or 2 weeks ago about the business, it doesn't matter. Maybe last month they posted for me. I don't care. I still send them a message. And so the message that I'm sending to them, so simple, you guys. It says, hey, question for you. So I'm giving away $150 cash to 2 people this month just to give back and do something fun. Would you like an entry? All you have to do is throw up a post on your page that I send you about the giveaway. Okay, super simple. Now, a lot of people ignore it, you guys, but here's the thing. I don't go back and look at who's read it and didn't respond, who hasn't read it. Don't focus on that, okay? All I'm worried about is who's going to reply back to that. But my process, you guys, is I send that, take 30 minutes uninterrupted. So I highly encourage you guys, when you do this, there's 2 things you need to do. You need to put your phone on do not disturb so that you don't get text messages or phone calls, because this is 30 minutes of completely focused time. I get up early and do it before my kids are up. My husband's not up, my kids aren't up. There is nobody to distract me. I put my phone in do not disturb, and I put my notifications on Messenger on silent for an hour. Okay. Now I end up shutting it off, but I don't think you can do it 30 minutes, like 5 minutes, or I think it's 15 minutes, an hour, 8 hours, or 8 a.m. or until you want to turn it back on or something. Okay. So I just silence it for an hour. And the reason I do that is because I get distracted really easily. So if I send that and somebody says yes, I'm gonna be like, oh, I need to go answer them. But I'm not spending that 30 minutes of focused time. I take 30 minutes a day and I message my friends list and I get out as many messages as I can. So like I said, that might scare some of you guys. Now, guys, this is the deal I have with myself. If I am not messaging them, I need to unfriend them. Like that's it, because otherwise you'll talk yourself out of messaging so many people. So I have committed to that every single person that's on my friends list is going to get a message. And if I am too scared to message them, then I must unfriend them. Okay, that's it. That's the only two options. So like I said, I go through 30 minutes, send that message. Okay. And it's so good, you guys, because you're telling them right there. All you have to do is put up a post on your page about the giveaway. So a lot of people are like, okay, sure. I've had some people say, what's the post? And I just send the post and I say, this is the post. Let me know if you want to put it up. Okay. Like some people are going to ask, what's the post? Most people are just like, okay, yeah, cool. Sounds good. So after I've sent those messages for 30 minutes, we'll go over numbers in a minute of about how many I get out in 30 minutes. And this is the board you guys are going to get. Okay. So this is like, you can see it says getting up, post a post, friends list message. That's the very first one. That's what you're going to send to your friends list. The next one says when they say yes. So once I've done that 30 minutes of messaging, then I'm going to go turn my notifications back on and I scroll down to whatever time I started messaging at, because you're going to send a lot and you're not going to have the notification number match up with how many answers you actually have. So if I'm messaging at 5 o'clock in the morning, and guys, it's okay to message that early. Okay. Some of you guys might think oh, I don't want to message before 8 a.m. It is okay. All right. In today's day and age, people are silencing their phones when they're going to bed. They're turning them off. Like you're not going to, I have yet to have someone get mad and say, why on earth did you message me this early? Okay. So message them at whatever time works for you. Okay. So make sure you go back to whatever time it started. So if I started messaging at 5, I'm going to send those messages until 5:30. Then I'm going to go in my messenger and scroll back to 5 a.m. and go through and see who responded. So when they respond, I send this message. Yay, I'm excited. I hope you win. If you could just post this, please, and let me know when it's posted. Okay. I send that. And then I send the post to give also. So there's 2 buttons there, when they say yes and post to give. Okay. Those 2 get sent boom, boom, back to back. I don't wait for an answer after when they say yes. And then it says, I'm partnering with my friend blank. Make sure you put your name in there. Okay. Don't leave that blank there. I'm partnering with my friend Tavia. I'm partnering with my friend Taryn. I'm partnering with my friend Zarita, like whatever, whoever is doing it, put your name in there. And she's giving away 150 cash to 2 people this month. Tell me your favorite color for a chance to enter. Okay. Super simple. They are going to copy and paste that onto their page. And now their friends are all going to go comment on that. Okay. 9 times out of 10, they'll come back and tell you they posted, but they don't always tell you that they posted. Okay. And so I'm going to go over that in just 1 second. Once they come back and say, hey, I posted, you're going to go to that thank you after they post button there. Thank you so much. I have you entered. Please do not delete the post so that I can check in with those who comment on it. If it is deleted, I will have to remove you from the giveaway. I know some of my yellows were like, oh, I can't send that. Okay. You have to send it. Okay. You have to, because I just started adding that last sentence in, but there's people who delete it. Okay. And then it's like, it's disappointing because you see them delete it. And then it's like, oh my gosh, sometimes guys, they delete it before you even get to go respond to the people that commented on it. So send that. Okay. Nobody has come back and been like, I can't believe that you're telling me that. Like, it's common sense, right? That you're going to leave it up in order to stay entered. So it's fine. Just send that. Nobody's upset, but you're going to want to send that. Okay. So that's that. Then they go and they start posting that giveaway post for you. Okay. So, Tavia, we'll take it off share screen just for a second, because I want to go over a couple things with that. So when they post that, okay, and Tavia, I'll have you share your numbers here too. Okay. So I kept track of all of my messages that I sent regarding Host to Post. So this includes my friends list message. And then this also includes like when they put the posts up and people comment on it, and then I'm messaging those people. Okay. So my numbers, this is not quite exactly how many I'm getting out in 30 minutes, but 118 one day, 133 another day, 109 another, 51 another, 87 another. I got 91 out today. Okay. Now, guys, here's the thing. If you are good at messaging, you're going to have zero issues with getting blocked. Okay. If Facebook gives you a warning when you're messaging, like Facebook will give you a warning first and say something about like, I don't remember what it says, something like maybe you're messaging too fast or something. On average, in that 30-minute period, depending on how many people I'm unfriending, okay? Because sometimes I'll go in that 30-minute period and like I come through like this whole stack of people who have been inactive for a long time. And you guys, you know what? If you see that they're posting negative stuff too, and you want to unfriend them, okay? You have to control what's in your space and what you're allowing into your business and your life. So if I see somebody posting nothing but negative stuff, like when I scroll and I see their first couple posts, if it's all negative nonsense, I'm like, you know what? I don't even want you posting a giveaway post. I'm just going to unfriend you and let's move on. Okay. So in that 30 minutes, depending on how many people I'm unfriending, I get anywhere from like 60 to 100 messages on average in that 30 minutes. Okay. And it really can be that fast, especially when you're using boards, you guys, because it's just a quick, you click on their profile, scroll, look and see, okay, great. The other thing too is make sure they're not with another network marketing company, right? Like let's be ethical. Okay. And so I'll scroll, look, okay, great. They've posted recently. Let me hit message. Okay, awesome. I haven't messaged them a ton without answers. Boom. Here's the message from boards, on to the next. Okay. So you can start to get through that really quickly, but this is why I say you need that 30 minutes of like undistracted. Nobody bothering you. If you're doing it when the kids are up or when your spouse is home, you need to like go close yourself in the bedroom and say, I need 30 minutes. Okay. This is way too hard to try. Like, this isn't hard, but it's too hard to try and get a mass amount of messages out if you're distracted, if somebody's talking to you. And like, don't even think like, oh, I can sit on the couch while my husband's watching TV and just sit next to him and message. No, like go be by yourself 30 minutes and get them out, because what happens, you guys, okay, by getting those out, I spent 30 minutes today, and I didn't send mine until like 10 o'clock today because it was just a weird day for me. So I asked my son to watch my daughter. He watched her for 30 minutes. I sent out my messages. I got, I think I got like 80 out, maybe 70 out in that 30 minutes. I have 15 Host to Post up today. And that is just from that 30 minutes of messaging. Okay. So, and I had that done by 12 o'clock, you guys. I had all my Host to Post up for the day by 12, and I didn't message until 10. So if I had messaged earlier, I probably would have been done getting my posts up by like 10 o'clock this morning. So if you guys are looking, I know that sometimes it can be time consuming, and there were days where it was like taking me until 5, 6 o'clock at night to just get 7 or 8 Host to Post up. This is going to get you Host to Post up so stinking fast, you guys. And then you don't have to worry about it the rest of the day. Now, some of you guys might not be early birds like me. And so if that's the case, take 30 minutes before you go to bed and send the messages, but make a deal with yourself that you're not going to open the responses until the morning. When you wake up in the morning, then you can open those responses and then click that when they say yes and post to give. Okay. Boom, boom, send it out. And then guess what? By like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, they'll probably all have them up, and you're done for the day with needing to get Host to Post up. So this has been so good. Tavia, do you want to share like some of your numbers that you've had so far?
Yeah, you guys, and yeah, like she said, for those of you that know me, I do have a love-hate relationship with Host to Post, and honestly, messaging at this scale was not something I normally did. So when she said how many, I was like, okay, let's try. But I was willing to do it because I think that you either want it or you don't. And I know that's more red, but it's the truth. And I think many of you wouldn't be on here if you didn't want it, right? So my first day doing this, you guys, I got out 97. And then, so I got 97, 106, I'm going through my days, 106, 72, 64, 101, 74, and then today I got out 83. So it sounds like a lot, and it is. However, you guys, it literally took me 30 minutes or less because I'm very diligent at setting my timer and working through my timer. And I'll tell you what, I've never felt so accomplished when I'm done doing this. Yeah, I just sent the message, but it's what happens after, right? So it's like I'm working, but I'm not working because throughout the day, these people are responding back to me, right? Oh, okay, yeah, what's the post? Or yeah, sure, I'll do it. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. No, sorry, I don't want to do it. Cool. Like I'm able to like literally quickly continue working my business throughout the day. So I didn't feel, you guys, I didn't feel heavy. I didn't feel stressed. I didn't feel like at the end of the night did any of you feel like when you go to bed, you're like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even get one host to post up, like, gosh, I got to do better. Right. This method, you guys, hit so many of the KPI tasks list. Like it's incredible. And that's just one folder in the boards that we have. So those are my numbers. And you guys, if I can do this, you guys can do this. And I think it's more coming down to don't think about it. Like it is a message asking someone to post if they want a free entry into a giveaway. Like it is not, you're asking for their firstborn. You're not asking for their social security number. You're not asking for their, their right toe. Like you're not doing that, right? So I think when we emotionally, like I know my yellows, not saying you wouldn't message, but I know there's those thoughts that run through your head like, oh, well, what if, and it's like, no, this is not emotional. Take your emotions out of it, because in order for you to be able to be self-disciplined at this level, your emotions do have to come out of it. And I think that's what I've realized. And now it's like a game for me. I like things that are like a game. Like in 30 minutes, I'm like, okay, I'm going to beat what I did yesterday. Like I want to know in 30 minutes, can I beat what I did yesterday? And I've never, you guys, I got blocked one day for like, and I told Taryn, it was like weird because it was like 2 hours, I think. But the reason why was because I followed up with all of my host to post commenters. Then I messaged 97 people. So I think it was just too much happening at once. But since then, I've never gotten blocked. I've never had an issue. So anyway, those are my numbers though. Well, yeah, great question. We will get into that. So do you want me to reshare my screen?
Yes.
What is she?
Yeah. So, okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Tika, that's such a good question. Okay. So here's what I do. Okay. Every time someone says yes and they put the post up, okay, let's say that they put the post up. Guys, this is what's so great about it too. This is where it's just so helpful with getting your numbers up and adding new friends. At a minimum, okay, I might have one every few days that gets 0 comments, but at a minimum, these are getting at least 5 comments. Some of them, hold on, baby. Some of them are getting like 30, 40, 50 comments. Okay. Now I said that, and some of you guys are overwhelmed by that, but I'm going to talk about that in a second. But you guys, here, baby. Here's the thing. Okay. So when their friends comment on it, when I have time, okay, I don't stress it. I don't look like today. I haven't talked to anybody today that's commented on my host post from today yet. I'll probably talk to some of them tonight before I go to bed, but I'm not stressing about it. Okay. So what I do is I go to that post and I reply to the comment and I say, shoot, where is it? Hold on, guys. I gotta pull that board up. Sorry. I guess maybe should we make a folder for that too, Tavia? But yeah, just remind me, and I'll because it's easy enough to just transfer over because I have it in another board. So when they have somebody comment, I reply to that comment and I say, please add me as a friend and send me a message that says giveaway. Okay, that's it. They send you the friend request. I don't send them a friend request because the algorithm is so funky that if I'm sending all these friend requests to hundreds of people a day, then I'm going to get put in Facebook jail. Facebook's going to be like, what is wrong with you? Why are you sending all these friend requests? If I'm getting 50, 60, 70 people a day sending me a friend request, what do you think Facebook says? Facebook's like, dang, she must be posting some really good stuff. She must have great content if that many people want to be friends with her every day. So it's just helping your algorithm. So yep, just like Tavia did there. Glad you commented. Please add me as a friend and message me that says giveaway. Okay. And so what happens is, guys, is like I don't know right now, I probably have like 16, 17. I haven't gone in recently. people who have sent me friend requests today that I haven't accepted yet. And so look at Tavia's folders. This is her message request. These are all people who sent her a friend request and then messaged her with the word giveaway. So now, and this is where I said when I was giving you my numbers, it's not completely accurate because as far as like how many I'm sending in that 30-minute period, because these ones I send later on and these I just do as I have time. Once to twice a day, I go through, and I don't like to go through my message folder this way and do it. And everybody has a different way. Okay. So if you would rather go to Messenger, go through your Messenger. For me, I like to go to my friend requests. And then when they send me a request, I click on them first and look at their page really fast. Okay. I'm talking like a 2-second. I just scroll like once to see what's on their page. Because again, if they're like super negative, or like I had somebody who had like all this like devil worship stuff on there, and I was like, yeah, we're not going to be friends. Okay. This is not going to work. So I just look real quick, like, okay, like Lisa looks totally normal. Lisa would be great. So then I go ahead and respond. I accept the friend request or confirm request. And then I hit message. And then I send them, hey girl, thanks for commenting on our cash giveaway post. I'm giving away $150 to 2 people this month. To earn an entry, all you have to do is throw up a post on your wall for me about the giveaway. I'll send you the post and all you have to do is copy and paste it on your page. Does that sound good? And then they come back and say yes. Some people say no, thank you. Some people read it and don't answer. Unless they're super rude, I let them stay, okay? Because the whole point of having them add me as a friend was not necessarily to get them to post for me. For me, the whole point of having them add me as a friend is because they're a new prospect for me now. Now they're on my page, they're seeing what I posted, and they're seeing the opportunity posts that I'm doing. They're seeing the product posts that I'm doing. That's why I wanted them on my page. I didn't want them on my page to go do a post. The post is just like the icing on the cake. Right. So that's how I handle that. And like I said, what I usually will do is, like in the morning, I'll hit like 2 or 3 of the posts that people have done for me, depending on, how many comments they each got. Do you want more? Okay. Depending on how many comments they got. And so if they got, I don't know, I usually just I reply to 20 to 30 comments at a time. But what I do is about every 10, I change that emoji. So Tavia said, message me the word giveaway and had like these hands, right? Like you can do a heart. You can do, and then change the heart to a different color heart, or change it to a smiley face. Like just change that emoji. That way you don't get blocked. Okay. Because if you get blocked, then that's going to suck. So that's what I do with those. Okay. Is there anything else I need to touch on that, Tavia, before I go on to 2 days after?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, you guys. So what do you want? This? Okay. Okay. So then 2 days after they post, give or take. All right, you guys, again, I'm not stressing about this, because if it's stressful, it's not fun. And if it's not fun, you're not going to want to do it. Okay. So about 2 days afterwards, when I have someone post for me, and I think you guys do this too, I save the post to a collection. So I go into my collections and I see where, honestly, I've been looking at where did I leave off last time. And so I find where I left off, and then I message like 10 to 15 people from where I left off. So as long as it's been a minimum of 2 days, I will go back to those same people who posted the giveaway post for me. Okay. And then I go to that ask to post again for second entry button. And so I go into Messenger and I send them this. Hey girl, thank you so much for posting for me. I wanted to offer you a second entry into the giveaway if you'd be willing to put up a new post for me. I would say probably half of them respond back and say yes. So when I'm sending it to 10 to 15, I'm having 5 to 7 say yes. When they say yes, I say, great, thank you. If you just post this picture and wording, please, and let me know when it's posted. So then I send them that when they say yes, I send the post to give and I send the picture all at once. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. 3 messages right there for them. So guys, if they don't post the picture, it's not the end of the world. Okay. But what I have found, I've been using this picture. It's funny because it's not like the prettiest picture of them, but this one is getting the most comments. I've played around over the last week and a half with pictures and seeing which one gets the most comments, and this one has gotten the most comments. So use that picture, you guys. If you want to change it up, go for it. But that picture has brought me the most responses so far. So I send that, and then the post that I give them is a gummies post. And so they put that up. Like I said, they don't always tell you that they put it up, but when they come back and say, hey, I put it up, I say, thank you so much. Same thing. Thanks so much. Have you entered again? Like the last one, please do not delete the post so that I can check in with those who comment on it. Okay. So now they've posted giveaway for me and they've posted a product for me. So you are utilizing their network and expanding your friends list off the giveaway. Then 2 days later, you are anybody that you miss or any of their friends who maybe didn't add you or whatever. Now they're seeing this weight loss. So now you're able to access their friends list on the weight loss aspect of it too, or a product aspect. So now you can bring in customers from that. So it's like you're double dipping, right? Like it's so awesome because you get to post about product on your page and bring in customers that way. Because I know for a while when I was posting about product on my page, it wasn't really doing a whole lot because I wasn't adding a ton of new. And the people I was adding came to my page because they came from a product post that somebody else did. So it wasn't something exciting for them to see. I have a lot of times now, I have people like send me a friend request. And before I've even accepted the request, they're already commenting that they want info on whatever products I've done in the last couple of days. So you're going to bring yourself so much business by doing this. So then after that, okay, 2 days later, give or take again. Okay. Cause I'm not a stickler on this. As long as you're doing it. Okay. About 2 days later, I'm going to present them with a business opportunity. And so we've numbered these ones for you so you can keep it straight. Okay. So I'm going to go back to that collections. I'm going to find where I left off with this message and send 10 to 15 of these because on average, I'm hoping to get 10 to 15 hosts to post up a day, right? So if I send 10 to 15 a day, I should be keeping it pretty on track with 2 days behind. And so then I'm going to send them a message about the business opportunity. So you just go in, hit that message number 1. Thank you again so much for posting for me. Side note, have you ever thought about doing something like I do for extra income? Cannot tell you how many people, when I send that, say, I never thought about it until you had me post and I saw a lot of my friends are interested. So now you, this one person who posted for you, they did a giveaway post, you brought in tons of new friends. They did a product post, you brought in new potential customers. Now you're asking them if they're interested in the business. You're going to sign distributors from this. If you are consistently every single day messaging 10 to 15 people, asking them if they're interested in the business opportunity, you're going to sign a distributor. That is at the end of the month, you've talked to 300 to 400 people about this business opportunity. Someone's going to sign up, you guys. And I guarantee you more than one someone is, okay? You're going to be able to fill your steps to success very easily by doing this. You will probably be able to do more than one steps to success just by doing this. So I know that that sounds overwhelming, but let me like break it down for you. Okay. You take 30 minutes in the morning or at night. If, like I said, if you're a night owl, send it right before you go to bed. Okay. If you're an early bird, get up and send those 30 minutes worth of messages. Okay. The number is not what I'm looking at. I literally set the timer on my phone and when it goes off, I'm done. Okay. So I'm not going, well, I only got 57 out today and I really wanted to get 70 or I wanted to hit 100. Nope. When 30 minutes is up, I'm done. That is the most that I'm messaging on my friends list that day. Okay. So you're doing that 30 minutes in the morning. Then throughout the day, people are saying, yeah, I'll post for you. You guys, it's so simple. Take like 10 minutes, not even 10. It's like 5 minutes a couple times a day to check your messenger. And when someone says yes, you have it in the board. So it's literally just, they say yes. And you go boards, boom, boom. Yes. Thanks. Can you please post this? Boom. Here's your post. Like it's so fast. Okay. So that to do the 2 days after message, it literally takes less than 10 minutes to do the 2 days after and the business opportunity. Okay. So you're looking at 40 minutes maximum a day that you are spending messaging people and you are going to bring in all of this goodness. You're going to have all of these new things. So my process is first thing in the morning, I send those I do the 30 minutes of messages to my friends list. Once that's done, then throughout the day, and I mean, most of them respond pretty quickly. Like within an hour to 2 hours, you've gotten most of your responses from those messages. And so once I'm done with that around lunchtime, I go and I look at whatever posts were done the day before. Or wherever I left off at, maybe 2 days before, maybe 5 days. Okay, guys, sometimes it's a week before I can get to that post because sometimes it just blows up. And that's okay. It's okay if it takes you that long. Do not stress about that. Okay. So I'll go back to wherever I left off at last, and I'm going to go spend maybe 5 minutes going into boards and clicking that button. What is it? I don't know. Send me a friend request and message me the word giveaway. Send me a friend request message. I just reply to each comment and hit that over and over for 25 to 30. Okay. Like I said, every 10, they'll change the emoji. You're not going to get blocked that way. So I'll take less than 10 minutes at lunch to do that. And now at this point, I know, okay, I've got, X amount of posts up. I've responded to the comments on the posts. Now, like mid-afternoon, honestly, guys, I try and get all this done before lunch. So if I will just do this all at lunch just to be done with it, I'll take 10 minutes and I'll go to wherever I left off at in my collections. And I will go, okay, these 10 to 15 right here, boom, boom, boom. Can you post a new post for me today? Post a new post. Like, it's so quick, you guys, because you just click on the collection, click on the person, go to their profile, message, send them that. Thanks so much for posting. I can give you a second entry if you do this. Okay. You can knock that out within, like I said, less than 10 minutes. And then at that same time, I'm also sending the PDT message, asking them if they're interested in the business to the ones prior to that. Okay. So I'm not sending the gummies message and the PDT message to the same people, but I'm doing it all in one fell swoop, and I'm done. You guys act like I'm done. All I have to do the rest of the day is when I have time in between, I'm checking on the posts that people put up for me about gummies. I'm checking on my post that I did. I'm responding to messages that are coming in, any of that kind of stuff. So, I feel like that's it, really. Do you guys have questions? Because I know that's a lot. And do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I know you probably do have some questions, you guys, and as you get into it, you'll start to kind of, here's the thing. So like how we have it set up in the boards, it's understand that you can take this and tweak it a little bit. Like if you want to add a couple things, change up the emojis, add something, like copy it over and add your other specific messages you use. Obviously you want to keep the premise of what this is, but understand that it is just a base. And I think that also too, one thing I want to point out to you is like your organizational method may be a little bit different too. Some of you guys, everyone should be using collections. I wouldn't think any of us don't do that. But what I do that has helped me visually, if you guys are a visual person, but again, some of you may not do this because you may not have a planner, but I do use a planner. So every single day I go through, and at the end of the night, I go back through my collections and I write down to every single person who posted for me under host to post. So like, if you look, like here's all the people. When they're highlighted in yellow, it means because the next day or 2 days from then, I went back and I messaged all those people around too, right? And so then I'll put like, I have a method. So then I put like a check mark when I messaged them the opportunity, right? So like, I know what this means. And then what I do every day is I write down my DT potentials, my LC potentials, and I literally go through every single day. And at night, I write everything down. So for me, this helps me visually. It's not like I carry this with me, but I know I can sit down and I can, like, after my 30 minutes, I can go directly into this and I can message people from the day before or 2 days before. And I know exactly where I left off when it comes to this. You guys can do whatever method works for you. And I picked this up only doing this a week, you guys. So I haven't been doing this a long time at all, but I was trying to figure out, okay, if this is the method, I'm going to do the method. But as I started to get into it, I started to see different areas where I could make it a little easier for me. And so that's what I did. And we want you guys to adapt that way, but understand too, that these messages, like, they're pretty solid, guys. We use these every single day. And we've obviously seen a lot of success with it. And I know some other people use this too. I know on Taryn's team, especially. So what questions you guys have? We have some time for questions. Again, I know this is a lot, but
and I do like that you said that, Tavia. I wouldn't change the messages up, you guys. I wouldn't. I know it's tempting, because I know sometimes I get a message and I'm like, ooh, I don't know that I would send that. But like Tavia said, we've been testing this out. We didn't roll this out to you guys sooner because we wanted to test it, make sure that we had the perfect wording for everything. So I would encourage you guys for at least a week, just use what's in boards. And then if you find something, if you're like, okay, listen, this just isn't vibing with me, this isn't working, then go ahead and change it up and like, let one of us know like, hey, I changed it and this is working really great. Because again, we're adapting and finding what's working. But it really is, it's been so great. So just to give you guys, because I write names down too, but I just write it in a notebook. Like I write the date, and then I like to keep track of how many giveaway and how many gummies posts I get up every day. So like I write their name and what they posted, and then I do like tallies at the top of the page too. That way I can glance quick and see. So this is what I love about this, you guys. This has been kind of a funky week for me. And so there were some days when I was on it and I was getting tons of messages out. And then there were other days when I really wasn't able to message a whole lot. So like on June 21st, you guys, I messaged 50 people. Okay. It's still a lot, but it's not the capacity that I was messaging. And I still got 11 hosts to post up that day. Because what happens is, and then like on the 22nd, you guys, I only messaged 15. Okay. The 22nd was just a bad day, obviously, but I still got 8 hosts to post up on the 22nd. And it's not like I messaged those 15 and 8 of the 15 said yes. What happens is sometimes you have people who a couple days ago you messaged and now tomorrow they're going to respond and say yes. No, stay there. So I'm not saying like, okay, you only have to, hey, stop. I'm not saying you only have to message like a ton of people a couple days a week and that's it. But if you have 1 or 2 off days, this is a very forgiving system and you're still going to be able to get posts up, because it was one of those things where I was having a hard time getting messages out. But if they were coming in saying, yes, I'll post, I was like, well, it's easy enough to open that message, click the 2 buttons on boards and give them the post. So, and guys, like I'm pretty sure like for the 22nd, I probably didn't even until the 23rd go and look and see if they got it up. That was the other thing I told you guys that I was going to tell you about. What I will do, because like I said, not everybody is going to tell you that they posted it. So at the end of the day, I go back through and check and see all the messages where I can see that I sent a post, right? Like it'll either say I'm partnering with my friend Taryn or volunteers needed, because those are the 2 posts that I'm sending, and I can see that previewing the message. So if I see that, I'm going to click on it and see if they read it. If they read it, I'm going to go to their profile and look for it. If I don't see it, this is me personally. If I don't see it, I leave it. Okay. Like if they didn't post, I leave it. Because every Friday is my follow-up day and I follow up with everything. So on Friday, so tomorrow morning, guys, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go through my messenger, and everybody since last Friday, okay, everybody since last Friday that has like, I can see in the preview that I sent them a post and they didn't post it. I just send them a message and I say, hey girl, were you able to get that post up? I want to make sure I get you entered into the giveaway. Okay. I'm not like it's so non-confrontational. And I can get like 7, 8 hosts to post up on Friday just from that, without having to send a friends list message, without having to like go through any posts that somebody, so I mean, really Fridays, I can get 20 plus hosts to post up easy, because I'm getting a solid amount up just from rechecking back in with the people who said they would post. So if they didn't post, you guys, it doesn't necessarily mean that they didn't want to. They might have opened your message and then their kid came in and threw a fit and they got distracted. Or, I mean, Ashton has somehow figured out how to open my phone up, even though it's got a lock on it. I can't figure out how she's getting into it sometimes. And there's messages open and I'm like, what the heck? So, you know, remember you guys, it's so easy for us to think that they're doing it on purpose. This is our job. Social media is not a job for most people. And so they're not paying as much attention to their messages and what they've opened and what they've missed. So it's probably not directed towards you. So don't take it offensively if they read it and didn't respond.
Yeah, I agree. And I love that follow-up method that she does. And you guys, to give you an example, like she said, I get so many up when I just follow up and I have a message that I send. It's super basic. It's pretty much exactly like what she does. But what I do, you guys, little tip, because I was sending so many messages. I'm like, how do I easily do this? So what I do is I search keyword. I know that my post has partnering up in it. So I go to Messenger and at the top, I go like this. Partnering up, and I search, and everything that I've sent, every message that I've sent with partnering up comes up, right? So the most recent is at the top. What I do then, if I go to it and I see that I could go to their page, but what I've been doing is like, I think I messaged her. Nope, not that one. Let me give you one. Oh, this one I did. So I said, look, so she hasn't even seen it yet, but look, this is what I sent. Did you get a chance to post that yet? I'd hate for you to miss out on this month's giveaway. And I literally go through, boom, 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 and I send it. And I literally keep it in this view, and I go through and I send that message, you guys. And look, she read this, and I don't know if she's posted it yet. So at some point I'll have to go to her page and look, or I'll just unfriend her. I don't have time to be going back and forth. And like, this will happen once for me. And if I don't get a response back, I'm done. I'm not going to keep going back and forth. We've got too many people coming in, especially if you're doing this consistently, that you don't even worry about stuff like this. But once a week, if you want to take the opportunity, like Taryn said, and go through this, it's a really cool way to clean up your messenger too. So that's all I do, you guys. And I go through and I literally message that to everyone. And you'll see it match messages are always come up. And then I'll find out, like, she's like, posted. I went to her page. I didn't see it. And I was like, hey, tag me. So I'm pretty sure she didn't post it. So this person I've already unfriended, right? And I'll just keep going through. But whatever method you use, mine, I like to search it at the top. And I search other keywords too. When I'm following up for like the distributor one, I'll search a different key phrase, right? Like, it just depends. But that's been really helpful for me when I want to go through, because you're sending so many messages. But you could also go through and like, you can see, like, for example, like, see all the ones I sent. Did you get a chance? Did you get a chance? Like, I did that today. Like, I was like, or yesterday. But anyway, if you go down to your friends list, you guys can see like what Taryn is saying, like, see how it says, hey there, question for you. Like, you know where you left off, you know what you have, who you haven't messaged last, you can see it very visible like this, right? This person said, thanks, probably not. I unfriended her, right? Like, cool, like, whatever. Like, if we can't support each other that way, that's fine. So I just unfriended her. I don't even know who she is. There's no point in having her on my friends list, right? So that's kind of what we're saying when we're talking about taking the time to go back through and follow up, and you'll get your method down. If Fridays work for you, give it a try, right? And then if you're like, you know what, no, I think I can squeeze 5 minutes of that in every single day, I feel like it could be better, sure, go ahead and add 5 minutes a day and clean up what you did the day before. Not a problem, right? I don't think this is like a set in stone thing, but we want you to try it as is for like at least the first week. Give yourself that opportunity and see how it works for you. Then you can start adapting and like kind of shifting things around. So hopefully that makes sense. But what questions do you guys have? Does anyone have any specific questions? I was trying to look at the chat and I don't see any questions. I know some of you guys are nervous. That's what I see. Yeah, I don't see questions. So hopefully, Tika, we answered your question. I think we did. So who's excited for this? Show of hands. Who's like, I don't know if I'm excited, but we're going to try it. You guys, seriously, and I don't even know, you know what, Taryn, do you have your number, your LC count? Like, if we're just talking about the last week, let's just talk about the last 7 days.
Oh, in the last 7 days, I think I've enrolled like 8 or 9 in the last 7 days.
Yeah.
And what's funny is most of them have not been from the gummies posts people are doing for me. Most of them are my own personal posts that these people are coming to.
Me too. And you guys, we didn't add that in, but we're still posting very consistently to our own page. I mean, that is like she was saying, like, some people will just come to your page and look. Like, I had 2 people comment on a distributor post that I did today that I don't know how they got to me. I haven't messaged them before, and I'm pretty sure they came off a hosted post, right? We're going to, it's one thing being on a training, learning this, you're hearing it, you're like, okay, cool, this is good. But can you guys hear me? Okay, but here's what we're gonna do. We're launching, for the last few days of this month, we're launching Power 30s twice a day. All right, so we asked some of our leaders to step up and help host these, and you will get the board when you get on the Power Hour. So they're gonna be 2 times a day. The first one, you guys, is, it's 4:30 a.m. West Coast, 7:30 a.m. East Coast. Taryn is up first, you guys. She's literally getting up at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. We're launching this tomorrow to host this. Here's the thing. Some of you are like, yes, I can't do that. Okay, That's cool. But remember, negative behaviors compound. So don't do that to yourself. If getting up early, you know you're going to be able to get it done, get your booty up early, right? You can go back to sleep. Or it's 9:30 p.m. Eastern time or 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. So we tried to do it to where people would be home on West Coast, but it wasn't too late for East Coast, that it was early enough for East Coast and really early for West Coast. But we tried to do two different times, right? If you can get on both, get on both. But here's the thing that we want you guys to know. These Power 30s are not meant to get on, to chit chat. We're not going to be training. It is this board. We are going to be, okay, first 20 minutes is boom, boom, boom. Like this first folder. The second, 5 minutes and 5 minutes, we're going to bust out the last two folders. It is very intentional work, and we're going to show you how we get this done in 30 minutes. Now, we're not saying it may take longer some days, sure. But at the end of the day, we want you guys to start to develop a habit. So we're like, you know what? Let's launch these Power 30s. So we're excited for that, you guys. And we're starting them tomorrow. We're going through month end. And I don't know, Taryn, we're going to see how it goes and see if we continue it, right? Into July, into August.
Yes. So here's the thing, you guys. We have already agreed with each other that if you show up, okay, if you show up, I'm talking, we need more than 2 of you on the Power 30, okay? If you guys show up for this and show us that you are serious about this, then we are serious about helping you guys do this. And so we will continue to carry this through into July and make it, because let's be honest, you guys, it's basically like Tavia said, these Power 30s, okay, they literally, you guys, 30 minutes. Okay. This is not a power hour. It's a 30-minute thing. So 4:30 to 5:30 or 7:30 to 8, depending on what time zone you're in. Okay. Every morning. And then at night, 6:30 to 7:30 or 9:30 to 10. Okay. Hi, baby. So show up ready to work. Okay. This is not, we're not going to go through and teach you, because that's what this was tonight. And so obviously you might have like 1 or 2 small questions while we're doing it. Please ask. But if it's getting more complicated, reach out to one of us or your enroller or a diamond and above, somebody, and say, hey, I'm still a little bit confused on this. Can you clarify it? Because these really are these 30-minute they're work sessions. And I like to look at it as basically, you guys use it as accountability. Okay. Like Tavia and I have to use each other for accountability on working out. If it was not for this girl, I would not be working out every single day. I will tell you. Okay. Like I message her every day. I'm like, hey, I did it. Okay. I did it. Like, and that's it. This needs to be treated the same way. Okay. This is, you are showing up, and maybe get yourself an accountability partner within this. Okay. Yes, you're going to show up, but I don't know that you've committed to showing up every morning or every night or once a day. And like, I'm not running every single one, so I'm not going to know that you got on every one. So I encourage you guys tonight, message somebody, a sideline, upline, whoever. Okay. Message somebody and say, I'm committing to doing this. And these are the ones that I'm committing to right now. And then you guys have to hold each other accountable to it. Okay. If you have somebody message you, you got to hold them accountable with love. Okay. Because this really is, and this is what we forgot to talk about, Tavia. This, you guys, has the ability to change your business if you stick with it. Okay. I'm not going to tell you you're going to start this and next week you're going to see a flood of new customers. Okay. That's not how this works, but this is a practice that if you start to put it into activity and you make this a habit every single day of doing, I guarantee you by the end of summer, your business will look different. I guarantee you by the time your kids are going back to school, and things are going to get more hectic when the kids go back to school. And I know it's crazy to talk about because they just got out of school, but we all know we're going to blink and then summer's going to be over and they're going to be going back to school and everyone's going to be freaking out, trying to figure out their new schedule, right? So put this into practice now, because this will be a habit by that time. And this will be something that you will be consistent with doing every single day. And this is going to build your business. This is going to expand it, and you will see your numbers grow. But it all starts with you showing up every day and doing this every day. So, yeah, 30 minutes. Which Zoom is this one? So every single one will be this.
Yeah, it'll be this Zoom. Yep. And we'll send out the picture. So I'll send it to Taryn. She'll get it to her team. I'll send it to mine. Thank you guys to those leaders too that stepped up, and you guys are hosting this. Listen, those of you hosting, we can Taryn is doing it tomorrow morning, so I encourage you all to hop on that. But honestly, guys, we're going to go folder by folder. The first folder is the most time because that's when we're sending the messages, right? And there's no flow. It's not like you have to talk during it, but it's more just, all right, guys, first 20 minutes, I'm setting a timer. All right, guys, last, now we have 10 minutes left. So 5 minutes in this folder and then 5 minutes in this folder. It is not a lot to it. But we just appreciate you guys stepping up and like helping to lead these because this is going to help you too. So we're excited. But yes, you're going to use that board. Everyone will get access to that. So we'll make sure that those hosting get access to that and that everyone that's on it will get access to it. You guys, when you get access to it, add your email and we'll get it moving whenever we start in the morning. So, but yes, it'll be this Zoom. We'll send out communication tonight. That way you guys have the picture and the times and what else? I think that is it. Anyone have any other questions? I feel for Canada. Yeah. So yeah, guys. So I would hop on in the morning. I know 4:30 is really early on the Pacific coast. Totally get it. But it's 30 minutes. 30 minutes, you guys. It'll change your business. It'll change your business. I'm telling you. You owe it to yourself. You deserve it. It's 30 minutes. And when you see what you can get done in 30 minutes, I think it's going to open a lot of your guys' eyes. So we're excited about this. And yes, 6:30 Pacific time, if you want the PM one, those happen every single day through month end. And we will decide closer to month end if we're going to continue on through July. We hope to, we want to, because we know we're going to be showing up every single day doing it. We want to bring it to you guys. So we hope that we can continue doing this too. So I'll send out the picture. We'll make sure everyone gets that. I will also load the recording tonight in case anyone wants to rewatch this, but we are starting bright and early in the morning. So we hope to see everyone there. And oh, look at all these alarm sets. I'm so excited. God, I hope I don't oversleep. That's the worst. I'm probably not going to sleep, right? When you get so nervous that you're going to miss something. Anyway, guys, we're excited. We appreciate your guys' attention tonight. We hope this is like eye-opening for some of you. And once you guys see it in action tomorrow, I think you guys will really appreciate what this is and what this can do for you. So if that is not everything, guys, I'm going to stop the recording.